I don't know about you, but I feel the need for clean. Welcome to the Coverall Shop and Parkland Coverall Cleaning. My name is Greg. My pal Jason and I are here to talk to CEO Jeremy Jablonski and find out what's up. Let's go inside. I'm Greg, this is Jason, and we're sitting with Jeremy Jablonski. He's the CEO of many companies, but we're here today to talk about Parkland Coverall Cleaning, and a great company. But first of all, before we get into your company, let's talk about this unique situation that you stumbled upon. You just told us about this story.
There's a company in Fort McMurray, it's a construction company. Their initial analysis has indicated that they can save over $1 million annually by dry cleaning their impact and leather gloves. So
that can't be real. That's a true story.
That's a true story.
$1 million over gloves, dry cleaning. Seriously?
Absolutely. And so if you think about what some of those impact gloves and leather gloves cost these days, upwards of $40 and $50, some of them.
Yeah.
There's a huge savings that can be found in cleaning them for about $1.75 a pair. And you typically can get about 4 or 5 cleanings out of a pair of $40 or $50 gloves. So in terms of replace versus repair,
yeah,
there's a huge advantage. And so we think that we need to get that story out there.
Okay, so a lot of companies want to buy new so their employees have like good looking gloves, they look good in the field, the whole thing. Because this is what they come in looking like when you get them at Parkland Coverall Cleaning. Now, how good can they look when they're redone?
Well, typically, one of the things about dry cleaning, Greg, is that we can do leather gloves, whereas a traditional laundry cannot.
Okay.
And so we have a very, very good hydrocarbon removal rate. And so you can show us, actually, there's one there that's been dry cleaned. It looked very similar to the previous glove. And that glove is like new, can be worn again as new, and probably, realistically, you get 3 to 5 cleans out of that. We're going to give you a little walkthrough of the plant today. The process starts here for a customer who drops off and picks up their own coveralls personally. Of course, we do have a pickup and delivery service that you might want to use. We would check in your coveralls at this point, and from here, we'll take a walk in the back. And we actually employ about 12 or 14 people here in our facility. This is state of the art in terms of dry cleaning in the industrial sector. We're one of only 3 facilities in the province that employ these types of machines. We can run 65 to 70 coveralls through a 60-minute cycle per machine. So what happens here is each and every coverall that comes into our facility comes to one side of this tagging table, and depending on the number of coveralls that you've brought in for us to clean, we're going to tag each of those garments as well as your service control form with the same tags. This is what keeps your orders segregated from the next guy, and this allows us to ensure that we have no mix-up between your coveralls and somebody else. So once your coveralls are tagged, they're sorted to make sure that the pockets don't have anything dangerous in them and that there's no electrical tape or lighters or detonators. And from there, the coveralls will go into these machines here. Now these are industrial, Furby-matic, state-of-the-art, latest generation dry cleaning machines. What you're looking at is actually a 2-part machine. On the right, you see the actual dry cleaning unit. On the left, it's a great big still. And all of the fluid that gets used in the dry cleaning process, of course there is a fluid, dry cleaning isn't dry, just no water involved in the process. All the fluid that gets used gets reclaimed, recycled, cleaned, and reused. That's how dry cleaning works. We top up the chemicals on a monthly basis, and of course all of the waste material from the process goes to a hazmat facility. We do not release any of the environmentally sensitive materials out into the environment. So once the coveralls come out of the cleaner, they get hung up on this line here, and loads of 65 or 70 coveralls at a time are each physically inspected by one of our staff who determine whether or not repairs or a new zipper might be required. If that's the case, those coveralls would get hung up on the side, and then eventually they would come into our repair facility, our repair room, where one of our highly talented staff will do any mending or repairs or alterations as required. So from there, the coverall would come back out on the line and get sorted with the rest of its order. Here's our fancy little tagging system. And there's going to be 7 pieces on this order that all have this number 864 on them. And so until all 7 pieces show up here, this order isn't ready to bag. So that's how we ensure that your garments are looked after. They're not going to be confused with somebody else, and you get back exactly what you brought into the facility. Once all 7 pieces are here, that order would be ready to be bagged up. Once we bag it, it goes on the shelf, and it's filed environmentally, alphabetically, and by company on our shelving system here. And so here it will sit and wait for you until you're ready to pick it up. And of course, we do offer our pickup and delivery service where we have a couple of vans that are running all day, every day to meet your needs. We'd be happy to offer a trial to anybody who would like to try the process. And of course, that would include a free laundering and or any mending required to let anybody know, to let them see what we do on a daily basis.
It's a full service place, right?
Sure, yeah, and if you got 10 pairs or 20 pairs you want to give us for a trial, or you want to run it over a period of time, you want to try our pickup and delivery service, we'll throw all that in. Happy to do that, and I think that's the best way for clients to see our difference.